If I die, whoever finds the footage will know I died for the sake of some mushrooms. But yeah, I'll try and be careful. I'm not planning on dying. Almost died. Look at that for a backdrop. Almost died on camera. Let's do that again. I don't want to die on camera. Good morning everybody and welcome to day 3. We made it through the night, although it was a cold one last night. Had a couple of extra blankets on me. I've got one of these 12 volt heated blankets. To be fair, it'd be alright for an emergency situation, but absolutely garbage for anything else. It barely gets warm. So that's going in the roof box this morning. And I've had this wool blanket, I think it's a Swiss Army one. I'm not 100% sure of the location. There it is there, maybe somebody can help down in the comments. But it's been in the Land Rover for a long while and it smells a bit funky. So that too is going in the roof box until I can get to a laundrette and then I can wash that wool blanket. So yeah, plans for today is just square everything away, get everything tidy, chuck these in the roof box. I managed to get all that stuff done yesterday, which is good. Put all valuables away, which are just here by the door, just out of shot, just there. And then hit the road. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I have a few little inklings of what I want to do. But apparently the rain is coming in at 11 and it is now 7:30, so I've got to get a wriggle on. I have made a coffee. I've been up for a while. Actually, I've made two. One for the road and one for now. But I'll show you what's directly outside of my back door and then we'll go for a quick wander. So there's all the crap I former mentioned by the back door. And this is the view. I mean, it isn't bad as far as views go, but the view just out to the left of this is far better. Let's go and have a look at that. So just through the trees, you can see a few mountains. And then if I step down off my step and I give you a left pan, that's the view next to the vehicle this morning. We're ready for off. You can probably hear the vehicle started. It's a cold one today, it really is. And as always, leave no trace, take your shit away with you. I preach about this an awful lot, but let me just show you. I've left no crap in this area. There you go, there's the vehicle. I'm about to drive off, leaving just memories. So this place has been on my radar for quite a while. So I think it's time we came and had a look around it, being as we only camped 5 miles away. So guys, this is St. Conan's Kirk. Is Loch Lochy, overlooking the mountains in the distance, and this, my friends, is St. Conan's Kirk. Absolutely stunning building. There's loads of creatures. Don't know if you're going to pick up on them, but there's loads of creatures sticking out the side. They look like hares or rabbits, and there's loads of gargoyles and other creatures dotted about the building. But just up here there's a sundial. Let's see if we can walk over to it, have a quick look at it. place opens up at 9 o'clock in the morning to look around the inside, but I thought I'd get here early and just have a quick look around. But what stunning views. Another bit of beauty. And here's the former mentioned sundial. Look at this. Wowzers. Show you this rain. I'm still parked in Tesco car park, but I have got a destination programmed into the sat nav. Slightly heading up north towards sort of Glencoe area, not quite getting up to Glencoe, but kind of between Oban and Glencoe. We're going to go and look at a few areas and see if we can find a little park up for tonight. Well, not the greatest of pictures for you to look at, but it's raining and I don't want to take my camera outside. But this used to be a park up, but it's not anymore. But it's bloody stunning. I would have loved to have stayed here for the night. But that there kind of gives it away. Can you see that? Is it going to focus on it? Let's open the door. There you go. That kind of gives it away. Now, I could be a bugger and drive just next to that gatepost and get up around there onto that little bit of gravel and park up there. But I don't think people would be happy. So I'm not. I'm going to travel to the next one. So I've been on this car park for a while now trying to upload a video and it's not getting anywhere, so I've decided to move on and head just north of Fort William. There's a hell of a lot I want to do around Fort William, so I think that's the place to be. I can always come back down to Glencoe when I want, but it's time to shift, I think. Get up there and I can put some food on. I've got a spot in mind that I went to last year and I do believe it made the videos. Let's go and check out and make sure it's not that busy there and we can go from there. Good evening everybody. And I say evening because it's coming up to 7:20 in the evening. And I got to my parking spot where I'm at now probably about an hour and a half ago. Met some of the people already here. Flown the drone and had some tea. So yeah, it's been very, very hectic, productive day. We started off down near Oban. We went to St Conan's Kirk this morning. Then we went into Oban town centre and we did a little bit of shopping. And then we started heading north. We went through Glencoe, stopping at various park-ups, scoping them out, either from Park for Nights or ones that I've had listed, and just to no avail. Just either too busy, they've been gated, they now say no parking. So I ended up coming to this place where I came last year and there was no parking signs everywhere, but this year the no parking signs rather, have gone. So I'm hoping to stay here for a couple of days, slow down a little bit. I want to slow down my pace. I've been rushing like crazy to get everywhere and do everything, and it's not good. So tonight the weather forecast is saying the rains are going to come, and they're probably going to stay quite heavy up until about Thursday. So today's Monday. I'm hoping to stay here till Wednesday, maybe Thursday morning. We'll see. I've got plenty of food in the fridge, plenty of milk. I've got loads of water. So I'm just going to basically stay here until I start running out of stuff. Then I'm going to head down to Fort William because I'm just above Fort William, restock everything, and then we'll carry on the adventure. But for now, we're going to slow it down a little bit, spend a couple of days here hiking, hopefully do a bit of wild swimming, weather permitting, bit of editing. I've got all right signal here, so hopefully I can upload a couple of videos too. But yeah, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to bid you all farewell. I'm going to have a hot drink, and I think I'm going to get my head down for the night. So I'll see you all bright and early in the morning. So everybody, good morning. Made it through the night. In fact, I've just got off the phone to Trucker. I've been on the phone to him for probably a good 40-50 minutes. Long enough to make a coffee and drink it. And I still got the other one next to the phone. I always make 2 coffees in the morning. But I just wanted to fetch you in and give you the reveal. This is a quickly growing tradition that we're going to continue throughout the whole of the trip, I think. You're going to have to use your imaginations a little bit with this one, because I'm backed up to a pine forest that goes down to a loch. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but try and look through the trees down, further down to the loch, and you'll be able to see where I parked up. But of course, as always, I will take you for a little bit of a walk in a while. Right, let's do this. Oh yeah, that is amazing. So excuse the very loud dry robe. It is actually raining, but because we're under the pine trees, we're not feeling it that much. But what I want to do is take you for a quick walk down to the loch and get some scenic shots of what we're looking at down there. So let's take a walk. Almost died. So you've got that low cloud just over there, halfway down the mountain. I'm going to take this one really slow because you need to savour this. And I need to watch this back. I'm getting forgetful in my old age. But wow. It's actually just stopped raining, but it was raining before, hence I've got the big stupid blue coat on. So still and quiet down here. Look at that for a backdrop. Is that insane or what? Right folks, this is the first day that I'm slowing it right down. I'm gonna reel it in just a little bit. I've got enough food, enough power to sustain me for 2 or 3 days. Cook myself some good food and just generally slow down a notch or two, take it easy and just enjoy it. But yeah, I'm gonna walk off that way and leave you with that view just for a few seconds. And then I'm gonna bugger off back to the car and just chill for a bit. That's what these next few days are gonna be all about, chilling. Right, I've just been looking at the weather app and the rain's meant to be coming in half an hour and it's here till Sunday. Well, today is Tuesday. So I've got the DJI Action with me and I'm going for a quick wander before the weather warning arrives. I'm hoping to cook a bit of a stew or something later. I know I said this in yesterday's bit of a vlog, but kind of go through the fridge and see what's going out of date and eat that first. So yeah, today I do believe I've got some square sausage that I need to eat, which is probably going to be a breakfast, but I also want to do a stew. So I mean, we'll see. Oh, hold on, look at this. So I'm walking up a track that goes up the hill next to the loch. because a local couple said the deers were calling this morning. So I want to go and see if I can see them, but I'm not going to see them while I'm jibber jabbering. So I'm going to knock the camera off and keep walking up here, and hopefully I'll bring you back when I find something interesting. Weather app's full of shit. Past 11 now and it's still not raining. I think I can see some mushrooms just down there in the woods. So I'm going to attempt to go down and have a look at them and see what they are. Problem is I'm on my own and it is a bit of a steep drop off here. So I'll leave the camera rolling, so if I die, whoever finds the footage will know I died for the sake of some mushrooms. But yeah, I'll try and be careful. I'm not planning on dying. Not today. So yeah, well, I made it through that first bit. Is it mushrooms? I think it is. Good eyes considering I've not got my goggles on. But being up on this track, I don't think anybody's walked. Well, there's no vehicles been up here for a while. I think, yeah, nobody will have picked any mushrooms, and it is October, so it's mushroom season here in the UK. Right, there was something over there. Let's have a look. Was I seeing things? Am I going to get deaded? I'm sure I saw one just in the foliage here. Well, I can't see it now, but that big one just there is definitely a mushroom. Let's go and have a look at that. I don't know if it's an edible mushroom, but it's definitely a mushroom. I would err on the side of caution and not eat that one, but I'll flick the camera around and give you a look-see. Tell me what you guys think. I don't know what that one is, so I wouldn't risk eating that. Let's let it be. But I tell you what, with coming down, there's a clearing down to the loch from here. Beautiful. I'm going to have a quick search around this area, see if I can find any porcinis or anything. They're everywhere, guys, everywhere. There's some there, and there's some just over there, and there's one to my right here. But I don't know if you can eat them. And there's that one there, look. Now, just climbing over to this bit was a little bit soft underfoot, so rather than hurt myself, do any damage, you'll be able to hear it creaking as I'm walking over it. I'm going to head back up to where I was, onto the track. Because, like I said, I'm on my own. Last thing you want is an ankle to go, or something, when you're on your own. And then you're in a whole lot of trouble. I have got my phone and it has got signal on the upside. But yeah, let's head back to the track and then carry on making our way down to the vehicle. We made it. We are back. Vehicle is just literally there. Yeah. Can you see her just there? 40 yards away or so. Nobody else has arrived. This is the guy in the blue car who I met last year, and that's the 3 lads from Luton, and a few vehicles have left since this morning. But yeah, no sign of rain. Vehicle is as I left it. Let's go through that fridge and see what's what. So everybody, it's a little bit later in the afternoon and the rain still isn't here. In fact, it's changed on the app now. It's raining a little bit later and it's meant to be misty right now. But I'll flick camera around and show you all this mist. I can see a boat at the other side of the loch. It's not misty at all. Anyway, I've decided to go through the fridge like I formerly mentioned and sort out the old from the new, and it looks like we are on T-bone steak. So I've diced up some new potato just here, diced up some mushroom and some tomatoes, and that is basically what I'm having for a late lunch. I'm going to get it on cooking now. I'll fetch you back when it's all ready. So guys, it's almost ready. There's the steak all ready, just resting, and I've got my tomatoes, potatoes and mushrooms just in the pan browning off now. But I'm going to start eating the steak before it gets too cold. And I'm happy to report it's finally started raining. Yeah, if I flick around to the loch, you can barely see the mountains at the other side now. It's just white where the rain's coming down. But yeah, time to eat. So I will see you in a little while. So guys, this campsite has been magnificent. So peaceful. Views to die for and great trails to go hiking on. It's been one in a million. I trusted my gut and I came back on a whim really to see if I could park here. My plans were just to make some dinner and then perhaps move on. So we've got a big decision to make tomorrow, whether we're staying at the side of Loch Lochy or whether we're going to head and try and find somewhere equally as beautiful. Either way, I think we're going to leave it on the weather. I'm not going to trust those apps. I'm going to look out the vehicle window and hopefully that'll give us a better indication of what the weather is doing. We are coming up to the end of day 4 up in the wilds of Scotland, and we've learnt a few things over the last couple of days. One of the main things, and probably the most important, is slow down a little bit. Stop rushing, slow down and take in your surroundings. Another key learning thing is don't trust the bloody weather apps on your phone, because 9 times out of 10 they're full of shit. And probably the last one and least important, don't fly your drone on a low battery, because it will inevitably end in a crash.